My name is Li Xiaozha, and my name sounds very dirty, right? There is no way. What can I do if my father takes it? As an ordinary freshman, I originally thought that college life would be a wonderful time to pick up girls, play games, and spend time. As a result, I was pressed on the ground and rubbed on the first day of my school days, and my nose was covered with a blue face. At 9 o'clock in the morning, I walked into the campus with a broken bookcase and looked forward to it. The sun is burning, the birds and flowers are fragrant, and there are a few young ladies on the road smiling sweetly. I thought to myself, this is youth. Just as I was immersed in my fantasy, I was suddenly slapped on my shoulder and almost slapped me down. Yeah, Li Xiaozha, you're pretty good at fitting. How dare you ignore me? A thick voice exploded in my ears. I turned around and saw that Zhang Daba's big face was glaring at me. This is a famous tycoon in our school. He said that his home has a little background. He is usually domineering and specializes in finding soft persimmons. And I am obviously the softest persimmon. Brother Ba, what's the matter? I didn't mess with you, did I? I smiled and my heart was full of sneering. I hit the gun on the first day of my studies. Who is the bad luck for me? Didn't mess with me? Humph, you didn't say hello to me when you entered the school yesterday. That's just disrespect me. Zhang Daba felt embarrassed, and his two younger brothers followed and sneered at me. I rolled my eyes in my heart. Is this arguing? Isn't it just that I want to find fault and beat people up? Is it so good sounding? But I was still worried about it. Brother Ba, I'm wrong. I will definitely say hello next time. Why don't I bow to you now? Bow? It's too late. Zhang Daba snatched his hand, and a little brother from beside him kicked my calf with one stone. I knelt on the ground, and the pain was so painful that my eyes were almost out. Ha ha ha, this is really dirty, look at his despicableness. Another little brother smiled so hard that his mouth was crooked, and Zhang Daba even slapped me on the face, making my eyes look like stars and my brain buzzing. Li Xiaozha, remember, at this school, I have the final say. I won't be too tall next time, I'll beat you up once and every time. Zhang Daba said this and took my younger brother away, leaving me alone on the ground and couldn't get up. I gritted my teeth, feeling a little frustrated in my heart. What are you worried about? I'm just an ordinary student, who's you provoking? Is this big bully's brain a pitfall? Can bully people be so arrogant? Hey, seriously, brothers and sisters, if you are watching this story and help me review, isn't this goods worth a beating? Forget it, no one can help me, I can only accept it myself. The nosebleed all over my face, and I finally got up, patted the soil on my body, and prepared to go back to the dormitory for injuries. As a result, I took 2 steps and ran into my dead little fat man head-on. When I saw me like a wolf, my eyes were glaring. Brother Zha, why did you do this? Who was beaten up? Xiaopeng helped me and asked, and his face was full of gossip. Who else? Zhang Daba, that son. I gritted my teeth and cried, and the wound on my face was still hurting. Damn it, it's him again? Is this goods a grudge against you? Why do you always feel troubled? Xiaopeng was filled with confusion, and immediately felt a low voice. Why do we think of a way to give him some color? Color? What are you going to give me? My little body is just giving me a gift. I held my hands helplessly, and a flame ignited in my heart. To be honest, who doesn't feel angry if you are bullied? But I really have no tricks, I can't escape even if I can't beat it. Xiaopeng smiled and came up with an idea, or why you go to the funeral venue to pick it up, it's nothing if you lose it. Anyway, you're like this now, what are you afraid of? Single pick? Just pick a lot. Am I going to die? I glared at him without any hesitation, turned around and left, and the more I thought about it, the more I felt unwilling. What do I want to be bullied all the time? No, I have to think about it. Even if it's a bit too bad, I can't always be a soft persimmon. As I was like this, I walked around and accidentally stepped on the air and rolled down from the platform next to the dormitory building. Bang 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 bang, my brain hit the ground, and my eyes went dark and I thought to myself, it's over, it's going to be shaking now. When I was slim again, I realized that I was fine, lying on the ground, my body was flying, as if it was not very heavy. I looked down and said, damn, what's going on? My body was still lying underneath, my brain was covered with blood, but how could I still see myself? Ding, the system is activated, congratulations to the host for touching the death-strengthening ability. A mechanical sound echoed in my brain, and I was completely confused. System? What's the thing? Have I traveled through time or what? Hello, host, I am your own system. From now on, you can resurrect every time you die, and your strength will be increased by 1 level. You have died once, and your strength level will be +1. Resurrection time 3, 2, 1. As the sound fell, I felt my body trembling, as if I was hit by the current, and then I returned to my body with a swish. The wound instantly reunited, and my body was filled with strength. I got up, clenched my fists, feeling that I could punch through the wall with 1 punch. What kind of black technology is this? Can it become stronger if you remove it? Ha ha ha, Zhang Daba, wait, I will come to you now. I shouted excitedly, feeling so happy. Hey, brothers, have you seen it? This is the golden finger in the story. I, Li Xiaozha, will be in a reversal from today. But seriously, this system is too dismal, right? Death is becoming stronger, why is it so unreliable to hear it? One day I got rid of the game, what should I do if I really get rid of it? Forget it and don't care, let's try this new power first. I slapped my thighs and decided to find Zhang Daba's subordinates to train. Xiaopeng also ran over at this time and looked at me in shock. Brother Zha, aren't you just falling to death? Why are you jumping alive again? You guys have secret weapons, don't ask, you're awesome. I blinked him and immediately pulled him straight to the playground. I heard that Zhang Daba always likes to be swaying on the playground, and he still has to wear a pussy when he bullies him. Sure enough, when I arrived at the playground, I saw Zhang Daba's 2 little brothers smoking and bragging, and laughing at me for being beaten up just now. As soon as I heard this, the fire came up. Yeah, 2 brothers, are you having a good chat? I walked over with a sneer, putting both hands in my pockets, deliberately putting on a look that was unreasonable. When the 2 little brothers saw that it was me, they were stunned for a moment, and then they laughed even more. Isn't this Li Xiaozha? Why, after being beaten by Brother Ba, dare to die? Send death? No, I'll send you on the road today. I grinned, and before I could finish my voice, I rushed over and punched the little brother on the left. With a bang, I beat this stock up 3 meters away and fell to the ground and screamed. Damn, do you dare to take action? Another little brother responded and wanted to catch me, but now I was so strong that I knocked him down with 1 push, and then stepped on his chest, making him unable to move. It's so good. It's so good. This is the feeling of power. I laughed to the sky, feeling so happy in my heart. I was so frustrated that I was bullied and now I'm all back. Hey, brothers, have you seen it? This is the taste of reverse, sour and refreshing. Li Xiaozha, your mother is looking for death. The first little brother who was beaten up covered his face and got up, his mouth was stolen, and he took out his cell phone as if he was ready to call someone. When I saw it, I thought I couldn't let him shout Zhang Daba. After all, I realized that I had awakened my ability. I didn't even understand it, and I felt embarrassed when I flipped through it. I want to call someone. I don't even have a door. I took 2 steps and rushed over, slammed his phone directly on the ground, and then knocked him down with 1 punch, and it was completely straightforward. Xiaopeng was stunned by the side, his mouth was so irritating that he could stuff a chicken egg. Brother Zha, when did you become so fierce? Is this still a human? Low tuning, my brother is just hot now. I clapped my hands and looked proud. But I also wondered in my heart that this ability is indeed awesome, but I still have to try it slowly how to use it and how long it can be used. At this time, a sound of footsteps came from afar. I turned my head and saw that Zhang Daba's big block was walking towards this side with a helper. His face was as dark as the bottom, and it was obviously hearing about the matter here. Li Xiaozha, you are alive if you dare to move me, right? Zhang Daba's voice was filled with ruthlessness, and his eyes seemed to be about to eat me. My heart skipped a beat, but my face was still strong and calm. After all, I felt that I could not feel sorry for this power as soon as I came up, right? Xiaopeng, I'm ready to run away. This goods look bad. I said to Xiaopeng in a low voice, staring at Zhang Daba tightly, and my heart was already starting to count. Zhang Daba walked towards me with a helping little brother in a hurry. The air on the playground seemed to have frozen. The students around him were watching from a distance, looking at the hot expressions on his face. My heart was getting wet, but my face was still hard, and a disdainful smile came from the corner of my mouth. Yi, Brother Ba, why do you want to send me the last battle? I put my hands in my pockets and deliberately put on a look of beating, thinking about what to do. I just realized that I was waking up with this ability. Although I felt very good to beat two younger brothers, Zhang Daba's goods were not fuel-efficient lights at first glance. What should I do if I flipped my car? Li Xiaozha, you are really a mother. People who dare to move me. If I don't beat you into a pig today, I won't be Zhang. Zhang Daba gritted his teeth, his fists clattered, and the younger brothers next to him also started to make excuses, one by one, as if he was preparing for a group of wrecks. Xiaopeng muttered beside me in a low voice, Brother Zha, why don't we run away first? This fight is not right, I feel like I'm going to be defeated. Running a fart, won't you feel tired after running? Besides, I have gold fingers now, I'm afraid of being furious. I replied in a low voice, but my eyes didn't leave Zhang Daba. This body is a circle bigger than me, and it is strong enough. I guess it is hard, but isn't my ability just by pulling it out? Or, I will take the initiative to send someone to the water and try it out. Hey, brothers and sisters, come up with ideas for me. Am I going to die now, and I can fight back after a fight becomes stronger, or should I calm down first and find a chance to attack him? What do you think of? Quick comment area to give me some advice. We need a big brain hole operation. However, before I finished the test, Zhang Daba was already impatient and slapped his hand. Go ahead, let me wipe him. Several little brothers came up and greeted me as if they were not worth money. I felt a little nervous and simply stopped dodging. I took a punch, which made me grin, but there was a little bit of excitement in my brain. Ding, the host was hit by a fatal attack, his health was cleared, and the death intensified system was touching. The familiar mechanical sound came back in the brain again, and my eyes turned dark, and I felt like I was flying. I looked down and found that sure enough, my slave body was lying on the ground again, and my nosebleed all over the floor, and it seemed that I was in great difficulty. Ah, this waste fell down with one punch. What a fuck. A little brother smiled so hard that he leaned back and forth. Zhang Daba also snorted coldly, full of disdain, Li Xiaozha, is he so capable, dare to make trouble? Drag it away and get on the side of the field to make him remember. My little brother was about to start, and the counter in my brain had already been completed. When the counter is revived, the system is charged, the strength level is +1, revival. A heat flow instantly penetrated all over my body. I suddenly opened my eyes and jumped up from the ground. My muscles were tightly ducked, and I felt that I could smash the tiles with one punch. Yuan, Brother Ba, who said I'm here to eat? Let's try again. I patted the dirt on my body, grinned, and my eyes were full of picking. The helper was stunned. She looked like she saw a ghost, and even Zhang Daba's face changed. Damn, why can you get up? Didn't you just get beaten down? A little brother asked, his voice trembling. My brother is so brave that he can't be beaten to death. How could he be surprised? I moved my shoulders, rushed over directly, and kicked the little brother I recently got away from. This cargo flew 5 meters away, and was sobbing. I felt so happy in my heart. This power was even stronger than just now. As expected, it was really strong. This system really contributed to the strength of his mother. Go on, beat him up, I'm afraid you're not going to be so bad. Zhang Daba roared angrily, and the remaining little brother came up again with his head. I thought to myself, the opportunity is coming. I will take advantage of the fact that I will kill Zhang Daba directly. So I deliberately sold a broken piece and took a few heavy punches. I gritted my teeth in the pain, but the system prompted the sound in my brain was like a smoke, sounding one after another. Ding, host dies, strength level +1, the time to resurrection begins. Ding, the host dies again, with strength level +1, the time to resurrection begins. In just a few minutes, I hanged 3 times and resurrected 3 times. Every time I resurrected, I felt like I had taken Dali pills and was extremely powerful. In the last resurrection, I punched a little brother in the chest, and the goods were vomited blood and fell to the ground, unable to get up. Damn it, Brother Zha, are you hanging? Why are you getting harder and harder? Xiaopeng was stunned by the side, shouting in his mouth more excitedly. I told him to compare a hand gesture and open my heart. Low tuning, brothers are such a talent, do you understand? My little brother around was beaten up by me, with a blue nose and a piece of lying on the ground. Zhang Daba's face finally turned from black to white, and cold sweat broke out on his head. He gritted his teeth and stared at me. Li Xiaozha, what is your mother here? How could he not be beaten to death? Hey, Brother Ba, don't ask, I'm just a tough life. Why, you still won't come? If you don't come, I'll fight back. I hooked my fingers with a harsh heart. Brothers, have you seen it? This is the pleasure of facial hair. I was just pressed to the ground to rub, and now the wind and water wheels are flowing, and I am torturing them. However, Zhang Daba was obviously unwilling to give up and said till he gritted his teeth and said, Okay, Li Xiaozha, you are cruel today, but you wait for me, this matter is not over. After saying that, he turned around and left, and ran away in shame with the remaining few little brothers who had not been beaten. Yi, Brother Ba, why did you run away now? Didn't you say you want to beat me into a pig? Why didn't you continue? I shouted loudly, and my heart was so excited. Xiaopeng also started to cheer from the side. What are you running away? Brother Ba, come on, Brother Ba hasn't fought yet. The hot classmates around the world also exploded when they took out their phone to take a video, and they discussed in their mouths, damn, what medicine did Li Xiaozha take? Why was he so fierce suddenly? He was beaten like a dog, and now he has directly fucked Zhang Daba's people. Ha, Zhang Daba kicked the iron plate this time. It's great. I've long seen him look bad. I felt happy when I heard these words, but I didn't forget the serious matter. Although Zhang Daba ran away, I always felt that this was not that simple. His eyes were obviously dissatisfied with him, and he was still carrying a little bit of danger. I guess there was something waiting for me later. Xiaopeng, we have to be careful. This goods are not given up and may find a helper when we go back. I said to Xiaopeng in a low voice, and my eyes were still glancing at Zhang Daba's back. Yes, Brother Zha, why don't we find someone too? What if he really brings someone back? Xiaopeng's face tightened, and his brain was turning quickly. Look for someone? Who can we find? That's the only thing we have in love, who can we get? I said with no excitement, but I was thinking in my heart. To be honest, although this ability is awesome, I just woke up. I didn't fully understand it yet. Wani was really destroyed and was removed too many times. Maybe there were any side effects. Hey, brothers, do you have any good ideas? How can I let me hang several times more and not go over? Come and think about it. Just as I was muttering to Xiaopeng, my phone suddenly shook. I lowered my head and saw a message from a strange number. Li Xiaozha, you'd better keep your stomach in your stomach today, otherwise you'll look better. There was also a smiley expression on the back. I was stunned and my heart skipped a beat. This is not Zhang Daba's number, but I dare to make a call, and this matter cannot be related to him. Looking at this language, how do you feel that there are other people who have entered and come in? Is there any other big guy behind Zhang Daba? Brother Zha, what's wrong? Why is your face so hard to see? Xiaopeng came over and looked at it, and then he started to tighten his mind. Damn, who is this? Why did you threaten you? God knows, but I feel that this is not simple. There is a background in Zhang Daba's house, so I might be able to hold my waist. I squinted my eyebrows and stuffed my phone back into my pocket, and began to wonder in my heart. I originally thought it was just a school bully, and I could beat it up for a while. Now it seems that the water is deeper than I think. Why don't we check it out? Let's see who Zhang Daba usually gets along with, and he might be able to dig out something. Xiaopeng said with an idea, with a little excited in his eyes, as if he was preparing to be a detective. Check it? How to check it? We are not Conan. I rolled my eyes, but I thought it made sense. Since there may be someone behind Zhang Daba, I have to figure out who it is, otherwise I won't know what's going on if I get stuck. At this moment, a noise suddenly came from afar. I turned around and saw several students wearing school uniforms running over and shouted in panic, "No!" Zhang Daba brought people to block the dormitory building, saying that he wanted to find Li Xiaozha to make a fortune, and there were also several people from society following him, and his enthusiasm was very scary. As soon as I heard this, my heart was filled with anger. Damn, I still don't give up after running this stock. Are you looking for help soon? I also brought people from society, so I was ready to play. Xiaopeng, let's go and meet him. Let's see what kind of flowers he can do today. I gritted my teeth and pulled Xiaopeng towards the dormitory building. Although there is a little drumming in my heart, it is more of a slut that is not convinced. Brothers, watch it. If I could hang out this wave a few more times, I might just fuck Zhang Daba and the people behind him. As soon as he walked down the dormitory, he saw Zhang Daba blocking the door with more than a dozen people. There were also several men wearing flower shirts and tattoos next to him. He looked like he was not a student, but was full of energy, and the students around him were hiding far away. My heart sank. This strut is even more awesome than just in the playground. Under the dormitory building, Zhang Daba was blocking it with a helping person, and the sturdy guys were surrounded by floral shirts and tattoos. People were even more furious. The classmates who were watching were hiding far away, and they took a sneak shot with their mobile phone, and they were talking about something in their mouths. I stood far away, and my heart was so angry that I was beaten up by me. I was so beaten up by the way. Now I brought people to find a place, and brought the gangsters in the society, and I knew that I would not give me a way to live. Brother Jia, this is not right. Why don't we escape first and find a place to hide? Xiaopeng pulled my sleeves, his voice trembling, and it seemed that he was shocked by this scene. Hide? Aren't you going to hide? Isn't it a pity if I hide? Besides, I have golden fingers, what are you afraid of? I gritted my teeth and glared at Xiaopeng, and I was also a little confused in my heart. Although this system is awesome, I just felt that I had not been awake for a long time and I hadn't figured it out yet. There are too many times when you swipe it, what are the side effects? Isn't it a waste of fun? Hey, brothers, what do you think? Should I just go up and give people a brush level, or should I just calm down and find a chance to help them? Please give me some ideas in the comment area, brothers are waiting for you to save the scene. However, before I could find a result, Zhang Daba had seen me. Lima left with a sneer, holding a stick in his hand, his eyes full of ruthlessness. Li Xiaozha, you're very capable. Isn't you quite awesome in the game just now? How about it, do you still dare to speak stubbornly now? Hard-mouthed? Brother Ba, I am always soft-mouthed. Why don't you try it? I grinned on purpose, put my hands in my pockets, and put them on like I deserve a beating. Although I was a little panicked, I was absolutely unable to worry about it. After all, I was so angry that I was completely out of my mind. Okay, today I will see how hard you can be. Brothers, give it to me and wipe him out. Zhang Daba snatched his hand, and the little brother next to him and the several gangsters in the floral shirt came up, smiling with a full face and a giggle, clattering his fists. When I saw this move, I felt very flirting. Damn, this is really a preparation for the group, and I don't even say anything about the rules. Brother Jia, run, really, I can't stand this wave. Xiaopeng was so anxious that he stomped his feet, and grabbed my arm and wanted to leave. I felt so nervous that I stopped running away. I whispered to him, "Whatever I have been running, I've come here. Just give me a few people to say at the same level. Look, brothers will teach you what it means to turn around today." The voice was not over yet, and the first little brother had already hit me and smashed it with his fist. I deliberately did not hide and took a punch, which made me grin, but the flowers bloomed in my brain. Sure enough, the next second, the familiar system prompted the sound. Ding, the host was hit by a fatal attack, his health was cleared, and the death-enhancing system was touched. As my eyes turned dark, I flied again. When I looked down, my body fell to the ground, my nose bleeded all over my face, and it looked so ardent. Zhang Daba's helper fell down, and Lima smiled like a fool. A gangster in a floral shirt kicked me in a foot, and said in his mouth, "That's all? You dare to make trouble, just waste." When the recovery is counted, the system is charged, the strength level +1, the recovery is revived. As soon as the sound in the brain was finished, I suddenly opened my eyes, jumped up from the ground, filling my body with strength, and felt that I could smash the steel plate with one punch. Yeah, who said I was coming from a waste? Try it again? I patted the soil on my body, grinned at the gangster in the flower shirt, with a look full of tics. This goods were stunned, and his face became as difficult as eating shit. The younger brothers around him also looked like they saw a ghost and took a few steps back. Damn, why did this goods stand up again? Didn't you just get knocked down? A little brother said, his voice trembling. Zhang Daba's face also turned blue, and he gritted his teeth and stared at me. "Li Xiaozha, what is your mother? Why can't you beat me to death?" "Hey, brother Ba, don't ask, you're lucky." "Why, are you still here?" I moved my shoulders, rushed over directly, and punched the face of the gangster in the flower shirt. With a bang, the cargo flew 3 meters away, fell to the ground and screamed, and its teeth fell 2 times. I felt so happy in my heart. Sure enough, I can lift it once and once. This system is simply a cheating tool. Go ahead, I will continue to beat me up, afraid of being a hare. Zhang Daba roared angrily, and the remaining little brother and the gangster came up again with their heads. I thought to myself, the opportunity is coming, and I might just kill this helper while I have to take a few more times now. So I deliberately showed the crack and took a few hard times. I gritted my teeth in pain, but the system-prompted sound came one after another, just like setting off firecrackers. Ding, host dies, strength level +1, the time to resurrection begins. Ding, the host dies again, with strength level +1, the time to resurrection begins. In just a few minutes, I hanged 4 times and resurrected 4 times. Every time I resurrected, I felt so energetic. In the last resurrection, I kicked 2 little brothers over with 1 foot. The cart hit the dormitory wall and couldn't even hum. The gangster in the flower shirt next to him saw the scene, his face turned pale and he wanted to run away when he turned around, but how could I let them run away? Take 2 steps to move over, press them on the ground and rub them directly. It's so good. It's so good for his mother. This is the feeling of strength. I laughed to the sky, feeling so happy in my heart. I was just wrapped up like a dog, and now the wind is flowing, and I am torturing them. The classmates around him also exploded at this time, and he was slapped with his cell phone, and his mouth was as if he was open. Damn, what's going on with Li Xiaozha? Why are you getting harder and harder? He was beaten to death just now, and now he's just fucking everyone. Ha, Zhang Daba kicked the iron plate this time. It's great. I've seen him be dissatisfied for a long time. I'm alive. I felt happy when I heard these words, but my eyes were not leaving Zhang Daba. The face of this goods now looks like a bottom, and the size is covered with cold sweat. It seems that I didn't expect that I could be so strong. He gritted his teeth and stared at me. Li Xiaozha, what's your mother coming from? This is not right. Hey, brother Ba, what's coming is not important. What's important is that you kicked the iron plate today. How about it? Are you still here? If I don't come, I'll be going to do it. I hooked my fingers and walked towards him. Every time I took a step, Zhang Daba's face was hard to see. The younger brothers and gangsters around me were beaten up by me, and there was a lot of lying on the ground, and no one dared to get up. Li Xiaozha, wait for me, this matter is not over. Zhang Daba gritted his teeth and said this sentence, turning around and trying to run away, but how could I make him so easy to slip away? He rushed over with a quick step, grabbed his back, pulled him back, and then punched him in the stomach. The goods were soaked that their faces were twisted in pain, and they couldn't speak in their mouths. Run? Brother Ba, didn't you just say you were going to wipe me out? Why was it so sad? I sneered, kicking him in the lap again, and the cart knelt directly on the ground. The wolf was as wild as a dog. I felt so happy in my heart, and I was just so frustrated that I have now returned, so I was so happy to the sky. Li Xiaozha, you mother dares to move me. Do you know who is behind me? Zhang Daba gritted his teeth and said a hard word with a strong look, his eyes full of panic. I was stunned and my heart skipped a beat. Why did I still carry the person behind this? Could it be that threatening information was really sent by someone else? Brother Ba, do you still have a backer? I said that I was in a good mood today, so I beat you up together. I deliberately put on a look of disdain, and actually started to wonder in my heart. Although Zhang Daba is deserted, it is true that there is a background at home. If there is a real big shot in Wani, it will be irritating. Okay, there are some things about your mother, I'll remember it. Lu Xiao will not let you go about it today. Zhang Daba gritted his teeth and spitted out this sentence, his eyes full of resentment. My eyebrows are a moment, Lu Xiao. How come this name sounds a bit familiar? It seems that he is a very awesome rich second generation in school. He heard that his background is so hard that he is usually low-key, but he doesn't dare to mess with him. Mr. Lu? Hey, no matter who he is. If you dare to come and ask me for trouble, I will beat you up. I replied with a tough voice, but I felt a little nervous in my heart. I can rely on the system to crush a small character like Zhang Daba, but if there is a big guy with a strong background in the process, the matter will not be that simple. Hey, brothers, have you heard that? Why did this drama suddenly become complicated? What exactly is Lu Xiao coming from? Why do you feel that it is more difficult than Zhang Daba? Please give me some advice, how can I get this stock over? Brother Jia, let's take it off first. After hearing this, there is a marijuana disaster at the back. Xiaopeng came over and said in a low voice, his face full of worry. I think it makes sense in my heart. Although I beat Zhang Daba to the point of being like a son, if Lu Xiao really intervened, I wouldn't have fully understood this ability, and I might have been going through it if I had to go through it. Okay, Brother Ba, I'll be here today. I'll play with you another day. I sneered Zhang Daba and pulled Xiaopeng and left. Zhang Daba was still stubbornly slandering something behind him, but I had to pay attention and had already started to count. Who is this Lu Xiao? Why help Zhang Daba come out? Is there any threat information that he also sent it? Brother Jia, what will we do next? This matter is not simple. Xiaopeng walked around and asked, his brain was flying fast, and his eyes were full of gossip. What's the matter? Check who Lu Xiao is first and then talk about it. Zhang Daba's goods are just a small bowl. If the people behind him don't figure it out, we will be slapped sooner or later. I said with gritted teeth, and a fire ignited in my heart. I originally thought it was just a school bully, and I could beat it up for a while. Now it seems that the water is much deeper than I thought. As I was talking, my phone shook again. I looked down and saw another message from a strange number. Li Xiaozha, you dare to move Zhang Daba, you really don't know how to live or die. I'll see you tomorrow night, and Mr. Lu will talk to you. There was also a sneering expression behind it. I was stunned and my heart was filled with coldness. Damn, this Lu Xiao is really here, and he is very clear that he doesn't plan to let me go. See you at the playground tomorrow night? Is this going to pick me up directly or bring people to the crowd? No matter what, this wave is probably not going to be avoided. Little Peng, be prepared. We have to go to the playground to meet this Lu Xiao next night. I want to see how awesome this stock is. I gritted my teeth, my eyes full of fighting. Although there is a little drumming in my heart, it is more of a slut that is not convinced. Brothers, watch it. If I could hang this wave a few more times, I might be able to just kill Lu Xiao and stand firmly in school. See you at the playground tomorrow night? This young Master Lu is really awesome, he just doesn't take me Li Xiaozha seriously. I pinched my phone, and the fire rushed up, and my heart was filled with tears. Yesterday I beat Zhang Daba to the point of being like a sarcastic son, but today I have a harder backer. Why is this drama like a web version? One wave has not yet subsided and another wave has started again? Hey, brothers, what do you think of this Lu Xiao? Are you ready to pick me or bring someone to join me? Let me give you some comments in the comment area. We need your brain to be wide open. Brother Zha, this matter is not simple. Why don't we avoid the risks first? Lu Xiao really brought a bunch of people, what should we do? Xiaopeng came over, his face was tight, and his eyes were full of worry. Avoid? Avoid a fart. Wouldn't you be jealous if you hide? Besides, I have golden fingers, afraid of being furious. I gritted my teeth and replied hard, but I actually felt a little swaying in my heart. Although this system is awesome and can become stronger every time you pull it off, I didn't understand the details. What are the side effects if I swipe too many times, or do I have any special means to do this? Am I going to flip the car? But I said everything and couldn't lose my temper. I patted the fat man on the shoulder and said, "Let's go, I'll see you tomorrow night. I want to see what Lu Xiao can do." The next night, the venue was pitch black, with only a few chubby road lights lit up in a dim and yellow ground, and the atmosphere was indescribable. Xiaopeng and I arrived early, standing in the middle of the playground, feeling a little tired in our hearts. Xiaopeng looked at the sky, his voice trembling, "Brother Zha, why don't we retreat? No matter how you look at this place, you don't have the same opponent. I feel that a helper will appear at any time and you will be surrounded. What a panic, I'm here, I can't go there in vain. Don't worry, I have a trump card, I'll beat you one by one, and I'll beat you one by one." I was so angry that I was swollen, my eyes were swollen around, and I was ready to face the sudden situation at any time. At this moment, a sound of footsteps came from afar, and then more than a dozen black shadows walked over the field. They were so powerful that they were wearing black crotches and ink glasses. They looked like they were not good at first sight. Next to him was Zhang Daba, and there was also the blue-purple I beat out yesterday on the face, and his eyes were full of resentment. "Yeah, Li Xiaozha, it's quite a bit. You really dare to come." The man with ink took off his eyeglasses, revealed a sneer on his face, and a sneer came out of the corner of his mouth, and his lingering voice was full of picking. More than 10 people behind him were also ready to go, and they looked difficult to mess with. Zhang Daba smiled and replenished his knife. "Mr. Lu, this is Li Xiaozha. I beat me up very badly yesterday. Today you have to help me get revenge." When I heard this, my heart skipped a beat. It was indeed Mr. Lu. Looking at this framework, the rich second generation in black helped the boss have a mixture of the background. But I still looked disdainful, put my hands in my pockets, and grinned. Mr. Lu, did you hear that you were Zhang Daba's backer? Why, today I will come to find a place for him. But let me tell you, don't make any fun. Brothers are in a good mood today and don't want to beat someone." "Ha, beat someone? Just beating you so little?" Lu Xiao smiled as if he had heard a huge joke, his eyes were full of contempt. "Li Xiaozha, I checked you, I have no background and no backing, I am pure and useless. I didn't know what medicine I took yesterday, so I beat Daba all the time. I dare to put it in front of me now. I told you that if I don't beat you up to the ground today, I, Lu Xiao, wrote 2 words in the back. Okay, Mr. Lu, your mouth is very hard. Come on, try to see who is kneeling." I hooked my fingers with a gaze, and my heart was flying in the speed plate. This cargo is too strong, and there are more than a dozen people behind me. I guess it is a big guess, but isn't my ability just by pulling it out? How many people should I give them to the top, and then kill them at the same level? Hey, brothers, what do you think? Should I go straight up and try to die, or should I calm down first and find a chance to ward him down? Give me an idea, brother is waiting for you to save the scene. However, before I could find a result, Lu Xiao was already impatient and slapped his hand. Go ahead, wipe him away, don't hold back. More than 10 people behind him stood up and greeted me as if they were not money. The little fat man was so scared that he turned back and shouted, Brother Zha, run away, I really can't stand this wave. Running, just look at it, brother, what is it like to turn around in the wind? I gritted my teeth, deliberately not to hide, and took the first punch, which made me grin, but the flowers bloomed in my brain. Sure enough, the next second, the system prompted the sound. Ding, the host was hit by a fatal attack, his health was cleared, and the death intensified system was touching. I saw that my eyes were dark and I fly again. When I looked down, I saw that my zombie fell to the ground, and my nose bleeded all over my face, and it seemed that I was very worried. This waste fell down with one punch, and he still dared to speak stubbornly. A thug laughed so hard that he leaned back and forth. Lu Xiao snorted coldly, full of disdain, that's it? Still want to fight with me? Drag it away and let him know the offender who offended me. Zhang Daba even smiled so hard that his mouth tilted, and his mouth was still snorted. Li Xiaozha, how is it? Do you know that you are hurt now? When the resurrection is counted, the system is charged, the strength level is +1, the resurrection is restored. As soon as the sound in the brain was finished, I suddenly opened my eyes, jumped up from the ground, filling my body with strength, and felt that I could smash the tiles with one punch. Yeah, who said I'm going to go? Try it again? I patted the dirt on my body, grinned at the thug, with my eyes full of tickling. Damn, why did this good stand up again? Didn't you just get beaten down? The thug's face instantly became as difficult as eating shit. Lu Xiao's face also darkened, and he gritted his teeth and stared at me. Li Xiaozha, what's your mother? Why can't you beat him to death? Hey, Mr. Lu, don't ask, I'm just a tough life. Why, are you still here? I moved my shoulders, rushed over directly, and punched the thug on the face. With a bang, the cargo flew 5 meters away and fell to the ground and screamed. I felt so happy. Sure enough, I can lift it once, and this system is not too powerful. Go ahead, I will continue to beat me up, afraid of being furious. Lu Xiao roared, and the remaining thugs came up again with their heads. I thought to myself, the opportunity is coming, so I might just kill Lu Xiao. So I deliberately showed the crack and took a few hard times. I gritted my teeth in pain, but the system-prompted sound came one after another, just like a smoke. Ding, host dies, strength level +1, the time to resurrection begins. Ding, the host dies again, with strength level +1, the time to resurrection begins. In just a few minutes, I hang 5 times and resurrected 5 times. Every time I resurrected, I felt so energetic. In the last resurrection, I kicked 3 thugs over with 1 foot, and these few goods collided directly, and I couldn't even hum. When Lu Xiao saw this, his face turned pale. A few small heads turned around and wanted to run, but how could I let them run? Take 2 steps to move over, press them on the ground and rub them directly. It's so good. It's so good for his mother. This is just an invincible feeling. I laughed to the sky, feeling so happy in my heart. I was just wrapped up like a dog, and now the wind is flowing, and I am torturing them. Hey, brothers, have you seen it? This is the pleasure of reversal. Don't be too sour. At the scene, the students who were watching the hottest were already full of students. They were holding their cell phones and slapped them wildly, and their mouths were as if they were open. Damn, what medicine did Li Xiaozha take? Why did he get more and more fiercely? He was beaten to death just now, and now he has just fucked Lu Xiao's people. Mr. Lu kicked the iron plate this time. It's great. He has long seen him be dissatisfied. He should be beaten up because he has money at home and is domineering. I felt happy when I heard these words, but my eyes were not leaving Lu Xiao. The face of this goods now looks like a bottom, and the size is covered with cold sweat. It seems that I didn't expect that I could be so strong. He gritted his teeth and stared at me. Li Xiaozha, what is your mother? This is unscientific. Hey, Mr. Lu, what's coming is not important. What's important is that you've picked the wrong person today. Why? Are you still here? If I don't come, I'll be going to do it. I hooked my fingers and walked towards him. Every time I took a step, Lu Xiao's face was hard to see. The remaining few people were beaten up by me. There was a piece of lying on the ground, and no one dared to get up. Li Xiaozha, please wait for me. My Lu family will not let you go. Lu Xiao gritted his teeth and said this sentence. He turned around and wanted to run away, and Zhang Daba also prepared to go away. But how could I make them so easy? He rushed over with a quick step, grabbed Lu Xiao's subordinate, pulled him back, and then punched him in the stomach. The goods were soaked that their faces were twisted in pain, and they couldn't speak in their mouths. Run? Mr. Lu, didn't you just say that you wanted me to kneel down and beg for a favor? Why is it so depressed? I sneered, and kicked him in the lap again. The cart knelt directly on the ground, like a dog. Zhang Daba next to him saw this and his legs were so scared that he knelt down. He shouted in his mouth, Brother Zha, I'm wrong. Don't beat me up. It's all Mr. Lu who let me fuck me. I'm just a errand. Yi, Brother Ba, do you know how to ask for something now? Have you been fucked? I glared at him without any hesitation, and turned to look at Mr. Lu again. Mr. Lu, do you have any backers? Why don't you call me together? Brothers are in a good mood today and get rid of it all. Lu Xiao gritted his teeth, his eyes full of resentment, but he didn't dare to be harder, and he said with a slight voice, Li Xiaozha, you are cruel today, but remember, this is not over. As soon as I heard this, the flames came up again, and I raised my hand and wanted to punch him again, but at this time, my classmates around him suddenly burst into a cry, which was as loud as the sound of setting off firecrackers in the new year. Li Xiaozha is awesome. He's fucking Lu Xiao, he's so bad. Ha, from today on, who dares to mess with Li Xiaozha? This is the new king of the campus. After hearing these words, I felt so excited that I felt so fast, and the frustration and pressure just disappeared in an instant. I relaxed. Young Master Lu stood up straight, slammed the classmates around me and shouted loudly, brothers and sisters, have you seen it? This is the real power. Who dares to bully people in school again in the future and come to find me? Li Xiaozha, I promise to make him kneel down and call him Slag. Slag. Lima, a classmate around, followed, and the sound went up and down. Some people even rushed over directly, taking photos and applauding me, and the scene was as hot as a celebrity concert. Xiaopeng was so happy that he couldn't hold his mouth close to him. He came over and patted me on the shoulder. Brother Zha, you've really become a campus legend, it's so awesome. Low tuning, this is wherever you go. I said nothing and smiled like a flower on my face. Seeing Lu Xiao and Zhang Daba leaving in shame by several classmates, I felt so happy. From being pressed on the ground and rubbed on the first day of school to worshipping the whole school now, this taste of reverse is simply not too pleasant. However, seriously, this system is too subtle. Every time you pull it off, it can become stronger. It is simple to open your life. If it weren't for this golden finger, I would have been beaten to a pig. Hey, brothers, what did you think of this ability? Is it because God thinks I am too fond of the benefits I give specifically, or is it a different reason? Let's talk about the comments, and my brothers are so curious. Brother Zha, what will happen next? Although Mr. Lu was beaten up, he probably didn't give up after hearing what he said just now. What should I do if I go back to bring reinforcements? Xiaopeng came over and asked with a deep face. Turn reinforcements? Come and beat each other, come and beat each other. Then, brothers are the king of the campus now. Who dares to come and find fault and designate him to regret giving birth? I patted my chest, full of confidence in my face. Although I know that Lu Xiao has a hard background and may be in trouble, I am really not afraid with this system in hand. It will become stronger after a few times. This bug-level ability is not easy for anyone to use. The night wind blew, and the heat on the playground had not yet dissipated. My classmates surrounded me, and my mouth was full of praise and admiration. I stood among the crowd and felt that I was so awesome for the first time, as if I had really become a legendary figure in the campus. From a bullied waste to a school worship now, I have been walking along the way. Although I have been thrown away countless times, every resurrection has made me stronger. This feeling is so straightforward. Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm here today. If you have time, please have a meal. I pushed everyone to slap their hands and pulled Xiaopeng back to the dormitory. I couldn't help but sigh in my heart that this college life was finally a bit interesting. Hey, by the way, brothers, this story is almost at the forefront. From being bullied by Zhang Daba to being beaten by Li Xiao, I, Li Xiaozha, stood firm and became a figure in the campus. But who knows that there will be some trouble waiting for me later. Otherwise, let's fight again next time, and continue to see how I use this powerful ability to beat up the world with no enemy. The comment area tells me, what plot do you want to watch? I promise that the whole thing will be more enjoyable. Let's see the next story. Bye.